NYSERDA, the New York State Energy Research Defense Development Association. We'll be there talking about different rebates, and then we'll be talking about home energy audits, and we'll be also having a raffle for sand snakes and a home energy audit done by me and my new company, Energy Conscious Consulting.
Well, and an important part things people know is when they go appliance shopping to understand the Energy Star program. Tell us a little bit about that.
I can't tell you much about that, but maybe Jens can. Energy Star.
So Energy Star is a federal program. It basically labels products for energy efficiency. You get it on refrigerators, televisions, different appliances. You can even get it on homes. Homes can be labeled Energy Star, so they've gone through a more stringent certification process. So basically, when you see an Energy Star label, you know it's been approved by the EPA to be more energy efficient than regular devices. And it's also, also takes into account quality and that sort of thing. But it's primarily energy saving devices. You could also find out more about it at EnergyStar.gov. There's, you have a whole list of appliances there.
So when you're making those purchases, it's really important to pay attention to that because a new appliance will last 15 years, what have you, and saving you money and energy and the climate in the process when you go for the high Energy Star numbers.
I wanted to say another thing, too, about our energy fair. I like the name fair because it implies this is fun and you're doing it with your friends and neighbors, and that's so a part of what we do. We have meetings every week, for example. Every week this group meets from 5 to 7 at Village Hall, and we have a good time. I mean, we're working with a serious issue, but it's also something that I think is dear to everybody's heart. I mean, I think every one of us, we want to save the planet. We like each other. We want to help each other out. We don't want to cause floods and disasters. We're a good being, and we have fun together. So we're also going to have family stuff for kids to play, games. Some kids have never hung up on a line a piece of clothing with clothespins. So we have a little game that kids can play, how to hang the clothes on the clothesline. Your dryer draws more energy than almost any appliance given, per hour. So if people can learn to hang clothes up outside or on drying racks, just think of how much they could save. So let's get the kids doing that. Mm-hmm. It's fun. I mean, these little kids, the parents couldn't take them away. Mommy, I want to keep hanging the clothes up. So we're
Thanks so much.
We'll have fun.
Well, you brought some props with you today, and one of them is a teacup. I'm curious, how does a teacup fit into this?
It's a cold winter night. You've turned your thermostat down because you wanted to save energy. There's a little chill in the air. You might don a scarf. We found a lot of heat loss, a personal heat loss, and I'm going to get personal here, if you don't mind.
That's okay.
Personal heat loss, head and neck. So if you put a hat on.
Let's winterize Ann here.
We're going to winterize Ann Gunther.
All right.
Hat on there.
All right. And I might mention, this hat was locally made by a friend.
There you go.
I don't know what sheep provided it, but anyway. So you put a hat on and a scarf, and pretty soon you're pretty warm, and just to top it off, a cup of tea might help. So am I uncomfortable? Well, I am right now in the sun, but if I were in a cold house, I'd be fine. I'll wash the dishes, I'll do whatever, and have my little cup of tea and feel terrific. And to me, and if you mind holding that, because I have to talk with my hands, to me, the idea of making my lifestyle and choosing what I do in my home and in my community, driving my car extra miles or saving miles, if I'm conscious about that, I feel good. I feel a better connection. I feel, wow, I get to the end of my day saying, I feel good about myself. I didn't put 4 burners on the stove at full tilt and then go do something. I'm consciously living with the earth in a way that, to me, is very nurturing. And I think the more people do that, Dan and I moved out of New York City about 40 years ago because at that time the city was a disaster anyway, and we just needed to connect more with where our food came from, and so we homesteaded for a few years. We're not homesteading completely now, but we have CSAs and local everything's around us. And to me, it's the most satisfying life. People say, oh, I don't want to go live in a cave. I'm not living in a cave. I'm having a great time. I have new friends. We're working together. We're doing, good things for the earth and with each other. And I think the more people get away from this distracting consumerist lifestyle back to like, wow, I knew where my carrots came from. I'm eating a carrot from the CSA that down the road. Or, gee, I'm wearing this scarf that my friend made. I didn't get it from Walmart. I knew this person. So when I wear it, I think of my friend. And to me, that's just a lot more fun.
Thank you, Earth, for your blessings. And as a measure of respect, I'm just going to take as much as I need and no more.
I like that. I like that.
Well, we're here to talk about the Home Energy Fair that's coming up on October 2nd. That's on a Saturday, coming up very soon from 10 to 4. And we're here talking about the Climate Action Coalition. Ann Gunther. Jens, what's your last name?
It's Verheeg, Jens Verheeg.
Well, you two have been helping to pull the train with your colleagues and with your the other members of your task force. And come on out on Saturday the 2nd between 10 and 4 at the Town Hall in New Paltz on Route 32.
One other add on to that. We found out after we had chosen this date and planned this fair that the Northeast Sustainable Energy Association on that same day is sponsoring a green home tour. And just up the road from the Town Hall Community Center is our own New Paltz Green Acres Zero Net Energy Homes, and they're having a tour that same day. So people can come to the energy fair and simply walk up the little road and see a green home energy display and how it works and get both, all for the price of free.
Synchronicity. The stars are aligning. Jens, where do you see the future of the coalition?
Well, I hope to see more people getting involved with it and reaching out to the community. I think it's heading in the right direction, and as long as we're able to get more people inspired and motivated and educated, then it's a great thing,
And Ann, how can people get in touch with you? How can people get involved?
People can get involved in many ways. We have these meetings, and we always call them lively meetings at Village Hall every week. That's Thursday from 5 to 7. People can drop in, too. Some people work a little late, and they may come at 6. That's fine. There's so many different ways that people can use their talents in this, from everything from the arts and music to website design and publicity, technical kinds of stuff. We're also going to be trying to work much harder with the schools. We've done a lot of public work with families and homeowners, and I think in the coming years we're also going to be trying to work more with the schools and develop programs, help teachers with displays and maybe a special energy fair for the schools. So there's lots of ways people could get involved, and they can also contact me directly. They can call me at my home, which is 255-9297, or email me. I have an earth-based email address, which is woodchuck@hvi.net, and be happy to hear from anyone.
Well, I appreciate what you're doing. It seems like the kids, the younger generation, they kind of get this, but we've got to drag the rest of us along before it's too late. So thank you for what you're doing. Don't forget, on the October 2nd Saturday between 10 and 4 is the Home Energy Fair.
And a last thank you to Don for doing these programs and giving us the opportunity to help our community. Thanks.
Love this town. Thanks very much.